Hi, I'm Betsy Rosenfeld with the Center for Governmental Studies. This is Proposition Preview 2008. With me now is Richard Holliber, who is the Executive Director of the Consumer Federation of California, and we're here to talk about No on 10. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
There's a lot of confusion with the ballot measures this year. There are a lot of environmental ones. Let's get an overview of why should Californians vote no on Prop 10.
Because Proposition 10 is a $10 billion raid on our state treasury, and that's a taxpayer cost for no environmental benefit. In fact, there's no environmental support for Prop 10, and major environmental groups, including the League of Conservation Voters and the Sierra Club and others, have come out against 10 because it does nothing to clean our air, but it will cause us to have to reduce education, public safety, public health, and other programs that are vital. We simply cannot afford to spend that kind of money on a program that does no good.
Now, what do you say to the other side's arguments for Measure 10?
Well, I've heard them talk in very general terms about the need to clean up the air. We agree. Any program that puts $10 billion of our tax dollars at work should have some accountability and shouldn't be riddled with loopholes. The core of Prop 10 is a multi-billion-dollar giveaway to interstate trucking companies. They can collect up to $50,000 for new trucks that are so-called clean trucks. They do not have to be one tiny bit cleaner than a gasoline or diesel truck. They have to be generally fueled by natural gas. And by the way, the company that funded Prop 10, there's one company that has paid for Prop 10, a company owned by T. Boone Pickens, a Texas billionaire, has a near monopoly on the natural gas fueling business. These trucks don't have to be any cleaner than gasoline trucks, and after the trucking company collects its $50,000 handout, the next day they can take that truck out of California and use that truck anywhere in the nation. Why should California taxpayers subsidize profitable interstate trucking companies so that a billionaire can get even richer?
You mentioned some of the people who are on your side of the measure, the opponents. Can you go through and lay that out? Because so many people base their voting on who supports and who's against.
What we've found is that Prop 10 is such an outrageous money grab. We have opposition from all sides politically, ranging from the Sierra Club and the League of Conservation Voters to the California Chamber of Commerce, to the Howard Jarvis Taxpayers Association, to the California Labor Federation, California Federation of Teachers, California Nurses Association, our group, the Consumer Federation of California, and just about every other consumer organization. So it's rare to find a coalition that includes business, labor, environmentalists, taxpayer groups, and consumer groups all saying this is an outrageous $10 billion raid on our taxpayers for no benefit to the environment.
So what would be the biggest impact if it does pass or it doesn't pass? What are the two sides look like?
The biggest impact is that T. Boone Pickens, a billionaire, will become even richer because this is designed to distort the vehicle marketplace to favor natural gas trucks, and they will fill up at his gas stations. Taxpayers will be out $10 billion to repay these bonds. We are in a crisis in California. We don't have enough money right now to fund our programs. So the impact on Californians will be fewer schools, less public safety, less public health programs. All the services that we rely upon will be negatively impacted, and our air will not be one tiny bit cleaner. Prop 10 redefines clean air as status quo as long as they're filling up at Mr. Pickens' gas stations.
Okay, our final question, you've already laid this out, but let's just expand it for what are the most important arguments that you would like viewers to know about against Prop 10?
Sure. We simply cannot afford to spend $10 billion to make a billionaire, Mr. Pickens, even richer for a program that is not targeted to any cleanup of our air, that has no accountability, that is riddled with loopholes, and really is a giveaway of billions of dollars to trucking companies. There is no oversight. There are no regulations to make sure that any of this money does one tiny bit to clean up our air.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Best of luck on Election Day, and thank you for joining Proposition Preview 2008.